Yeah, I know.
Ugh. Fine, I guess you are my little PogChamp.
Oh
Come
shit,
here.
I forgot I changed the Oh shit. Oh yeah. There you go. Thank you for the follow. I want to listen to something else today besides lo-fi.
Ugh. Fine, I guess you are my little PogChamp. Come here.
Thank you for the follow, Quads and Kale. I'm just mining out rooms right now for my base. What are you guys up to today? I see. How's that going? That's good. I am currently playing on 1.163 or whatever. I'm not on the newest one, right before it, because I'm on a server with people, but it hasn't been updated yet to point 4. So, yeah. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. though I'm like a decent amount away from home, so. Let me see. Just get off this fucking pedestal. Go out. And some board, but I don't know what this debuff is. Yeah, no, that's fine. That's what he was talking about. Can I eat these? Be a duty scene ahead of the other right now and go get some info. Perhaps that is the lead. Let's go see where this, if this is a decent portal for me right here.
Decoding memory banks.
What a strange biome.
floats in the light of the sky like a water lily and fades on the blue flood of day. A star is adrift and free. When day comes, it floats into space like a spirit amazed in a wider paradise.
What kind of fortress is this? That is the question. Absolutely dog shit. Oh my god. Making me waste my nan gold.
Ugh. Fine, I guess you are my little PogChamp. Come here.
Greetings. Thank you for the follow. It's like, how goes it? I need to get something to eat soon in the real world. I am going to go get some food, hop off of Minecraft for a bit, and yeah, so I will be right back. I am back. I'm going to move to the just chatting section of Twitch and do something that is not gaming while I eat. Well, is there anything to watch? I kind of want to watch this. Could be interesting.
What's up guys, Houndish here, and today we're back with some Destiny 2 news and updates. First up, a nasty exploit or two continued to plague the game, and Trials has been delayed again, so Bungie give us updates on that, as well as raid reward lockouts and a couple of other issues in the game. Then, we get some early previews at the upcoming exotic Hawkmoon, and specifically some new ornaments. They are pretty cool, as well as an exclusive event weapon, and then plenty of secrets, upcoming content, hidden enemies, pursuits, and more. Plus, we get some interesting interview teasers from Bungie's CEO about the studio's next major project. So, we got a lot to talk about in the video, guys. As always, I thoroughly appreciate your support. And now, let's get into it. And so, of course, yesterday, Trials of Osiris was meant to return after being delayed since the launch of Beyond Light. And essentially, at the same time as it went live, or within a couple of minutes of that, Bungie did tweet, due to a recently discovered issue, Trials of Osiris has been disabled for this week, and we are currently investigating to determine when it will return. Kind of strange that it took until literally when Trials was launching for it to be cancelled again. I believe now there is a bug with the Behemoth stasis subclass that's making players invisible or something like that. So it's pretty unfortunate, and we'll have to see whether it's something that Bungie can get fixed before next weekend. Of course, once Trials does return, we're going to get access to Adept weapons for the first time. And as we've discussed, the main difference for these weapons is that they get the Adept shader, as well as an Adept mod slot. And you can see all of those stats are boosted to
care
plus
about
10.
Adept weapons.
So plus 10 from Adept range, including plus 10 from Adept impact. So for players going for Lighthouse runs, there will be new stuff to chase. Eventually, something I missed, but Bungie said that they were investigating a problem where the spoils caches in Deepstone Crypt were listing incorrect armor and weapon rolls. Basically, the exacting counter loot tables for the raid aren't listed correctly on the caches. They're nearly perfect, but Bungie also said that as a result of the character raid reward fix, players who accessed the Deepstone Crypt before the weekly reset, and some who logged in between 9 AM and 5:30 PM PST on Tuesday's reset day can only acquire loot from the raid on one character this week. So if you've been running it and not getting loot, it's an unfortunate bug, and they say, as of Tuesday, loot drops themselves at least should go back to normal. Now though, let's move on and speak a little bit about some upcoming content. And one of the people in the community who speak a lot about upcoming content would of course be Jinsa, and recently they did share some upcoming Hawkmoon ornaments for this season. So outside of the trailer, we haven't seen any of these ornaments or had a look at the weapon perks and stats and things like that in game yet. But there's an ornament called On Ashen Wings. It's a really kind of gothic ornament there as well. There's one with a classified name, but it's listed inside the game collection at least as being called Feeling Lucky. And the Judsub did post some actual in-game renders of what these will appear like, so we can see they are very, very cool looking ornaments. Again, one of them being more gothic, and then the other with an almost kind of Tex Mechanica theme. Also has the Ace of Spades icon on it, so we can kind of see the theme going on right there. And obviously, these are going to become available once the weapon actually drops, with the quest likely to be coming from the Crow. But Jinsa also shared what appears to be an upcoming event weapon, possibly for the Dawning, at least based on the styling of the weapon. It's only the raw model, but it's at least somewhat similar to some of the Dawning ornaments for
rifle,
exotics for this year.
Garbo.
But outside of events and quests like Hawkmoon, other major pieces of narrative content do appear to be on their way. So, of course, Osiris returned this season, kind of, and we saw the Crow save him in that mission on the moon, but in one of the pre-launch trailers, we did see a scene where Zavala and Osiris, as well as 2 Cabal guards, are standing together looking at the Cabal hologram of a pyramid ship. So, of course, this has potentially very big story implications, Friendly Cabal being one of them, but also, currently, Osiris is just standing there in the Tower Bazaar. So between some of the cinematic content and what we can see in game, obviously is going to be relevant here. And looking at it very generally, it seems most likely that the Crow, Osiris, and a relationship with a Cabal weapons in the preview, and the runes currently don't. Some players on Reddit also pointed out that one of the freelance concept artists who's been working on Destiny stuff shared a concept for a Hake armor set, and this was posted by Alex Figini alongside a bunch of other work from Beyond Light, but obviously isn't something we have in game just yet. And so it's kind of curious, especially since we saw an Omelon armor set from the dungeon last season. It could be something that Bungie are looking to introduce, and Alex's page has a bunch of other really cool concept work for D2, so totally worth checking out. Now though, let's move on to some other updates very briefly. Destiny 2's Prime Loot Bundle for November is now available, and so if you do have Amazon Prime and Twitch Prime or House Sports, and one of the big components to unlocking the Europa title are going to be the Augment Triumphs, and this includes the Augment Obsession Triumph, all of these needing to be completed in different areas. So you may have noticed that each week in the Eclipse Zone, there's a Vandal in patrol with a scanner hologram above its head. And before you can interact with this enemy, you need to purchase a buff from Varix called Braytech Transponder. Once you've got it, if you head to the Scanner Vandal in patrol with the icon over its head, you can kill their guards and then eventually take their scanner augment. And this allows you to head to different areas around the Eclipse Zone and complete augment triumphs. So grabbing the buff this week gives you scanner ×3, and this is in Asterion Abyss where the Eclipse Zone is at the moment. The scanner buff that we've acquired is going to let us hack certain terminals in the area. So this week you can head to Nexus near the Well of Infinitude, and to complete the augment you'll need to shoot drones in the area one at a time, and they will be highlighted, so shoot the yellow one first, and then the next one will highlight yellow, and so on, until you've destroyed them all and the terminal is active. So with the buff this week, immediately to the right and left sides of the chasm in Nexus, there are a total of 3 of these to interact with. So to get all of them done will in fact take many weeks, since they're going to appear in different areas, and you can only get 2 or 3 done per week. But it's a cool little mechanic, and once you've done all the ones in each area, you can get Europa drops, legendaries, as well of course as that Triumph progress. Another possible secret for the future to mention, but Chili Toast shared that during a Praxis Empire hunt, found keypad terminals just like the ones that we use in the Deepstone Crypt raid, and these are spread out across a few areas of the Bray facility inside of that hunt. And so now players are wondering, could this possibly be a puzzle, or something that we'll be able to interact with once Cadmus Ridge becomes the Eclipse Zone? Because, like we can see in Asterion Abyss this week, we should have the Scanner Vandal in Cadmus Ridge next week. So maybe that scanner buff found nearby will be able to do something. We are simply going to have to wait and see. A couple of final interesting things here, but in case you didn't know, you can farm for Cloudstrike with your friends, even if you don't currently have access to elect difficulty hunts. I should mention that you still have to have Beyond Light, the expansion, but even if you don't have elect hunts unlocked, you can jump in with someone who does, because anyone who has them unlocked can boot it up, and you'll still have drop chances at the Cloudstrike regardless when you actually run through it. So if your friends are farming, or if you can find it, it's totally worth picking. Also, the good Sir Tolkien on Reddit shared that Kvostov in the New Light campaign actually drops at power. So if you do want to get a power relevant white Kvostov, simply run the New Light intro once you're at a decent power level, or even max gear score for the season, because you'll be able to get a Kvostov at your current power level. And so things like Kvostov trials could be a thing, well, at least when they actually bring trials back. But you could also do, I don't know, Kvostov versus Deepstone Crypt for the pure memes. It could be kind of fun, but either way, bear it in mind if you want some power-relevant nostalgia. The very final thing I wanted to touch on here is a new interview with Pete Parsons from Bungie. And this is with the Metro, but there are some very curious quotes about Bungie's future and expanding the company. So, and Pete Parsons said that what they always want to be able to do is begin exploring not only where the limits of the Destiny universe is on a number of different levels, but they also want to bring new titles to bear with the secret source of what a Bungie game is. And so they asked him to elaborate, and he said it started about 3 years ago, and a few of the teams started working on new incubations. But he also points out that of course they mostly moved out of the studio in March, and Bungie has grown so much that there is now something like almost a quarter of everyone who works on the team who's never actually set foot inside of the studio because of the current kind of lockdown circumstances, right? So that's quite a significant expansion over the course of a few months. And he finished by saying, I was just on the phone right before we called with one of our incubation leads. I think you'll be pretty excited. I wish I could say more, but I think you'll be pretty excited once again. So those are the first kind of really spoken teasers about a new Bungie project. And they talk about quite a few other interesting operational things about Bungie inside of that interview if you want to check it out. So I will link that one down below as well. But as always, guys, feel free to give us your thoughts down below on everything that we've spoken about in this one. And if you have enjoyed it, a like rating is very much appreciated, but also feel free to get subscribed and turn on notifications so that I can keep you posted with everything related to the game. For now though, thanks a lot for tuning in, and I hope you have an awesome day.
Kinda lame. Lame twab this week. But it is what it is.
Oh, Axel! Cool metal, dude! Rock and roll party!
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 20 musicians who destroyed their careers on stage.
Listen to me. Are you listening? Okay, I'm trying to wipe the floor. Give me a second.
Do you know what it means? To know the lock on the door is shade. Sing it!
Let's play some basketball! For this list, we're taking a look at artists who sabotaged their own careers live, with bad performances, controversial statements, live meltdowns, and other self-inflicted problems. These artists might have
Every
eventually
statement is
made a comeback,
controversial now.
but their careers must have been hindered, at least in the short run. Who's the artist you think destroyed their career on stage? If you like what you're hearing, be sure to check out the full song at the link below. Sometimes forcing the band to end shows early, and other times performing so poorly that audiences wished they had. In 2003, 4 concert-goers were so outraged by a poor Creed performance that they actually sued the group. Even though the case was eventually thrown out, the incident cemented Creed's bad reputation, and the group never returned to their peak popularity. Number 19, Lindsay Lohan. In the early 2000s, it seemed like every current or former teen celebrity was trying out the whole singer-actor double threat thing. However, for every Miley Cyrus, there are some like Lindsay Lohan, whose singing career never took off in the way that she'd hoped.
Heard her say it's been her lifelong dream, all 18 years of it, to record her own album, and now she has
Herself no favors when she appeared on Good Morning America to promote her single Rumors. It was extremely obvious that the performance was lip-synced, and critics were quick to call Lohan out. Her label put out a statement assuring fans that while there was a backing vocal track, Lohan was singing as well. People were unconvinced, however, and the performance became a defining moment of Lohan's foray into music.
2 days.
Ladies love me, I'm on my cool J.
The duo were eventually asked to perform on Saturday Night Live in 2012, and saying that it didn't go well would be a massive understatement. Audiences were left unimpressed by their performance, with many criticizing the duo's stage presence, vibe, and music. It was also unfortunate that Carmen happened to perform the night that Whitney Houston passed away, as people were feeling extra apathetic towards their type of sound. The reviews of their set were scathing, and what could have been the duo's breakout moment ultimately marked their fate. Number 17, The Replacements. As a punk turned alternative band, it's somewhat unsurprising that The Replacements would have a reputation as a wild card live act.
Now, I'm not talking out of school when I say they were known as a drinking band.
The group were infamous for getting wasted at their own concerts, often turning sets into what felt more like drunken karaoke.
Ladies and gentlemen, The Replacements!
While for some this was part of the group's charm, it definitely turned off other would-be fans and held them back from mainstream success.
The guitar player actually fell down.
Yeah. Let's witness the drama. Oh, I've seen this.
Odd.
Okay.
Now,
And
both ways make you win.
no.
Both
I
wa-
literally win on the.
Semi.
You want to
both,
see me win?
Both
You
ways.
know what? Look, on the next one I win. You see it?
No, do it.
What's up guys, Streamer TV, and first up in the news we have Destiny and Albert. Now over the past few days there has been a bit of drama going on between Pokimane, Fedmeister, Destiny and Maya. If you guys missed out on Fedmeister and Pokimane, be sure to check out this video, the link is in the description. And after once all this drama went down, Albert gives his take on Destiny, reacting to the whole drama on stream.
Do you think Destiny should have covered it? I think, my feeling is, I think if had he known this wasn't public, he wouldn't have done it. I think he probably thought that based on like what he was sent, that was just like that was just from his actual post. He has the sensibilities to not have done that had he known.
Shortly after Destiny reacts to Albert's clip, here is Destiny's response.
I think we'd have to argue for a second, but we'd probably agree. If it was truly like private, I did originally think it was public. If it was actually private though, and I knew it was going to stay private, then I wouldn't do something like that, yeah. Because then I would actually be the leaker. But the problem was that the person that was DMing people on Twitter DM'd multiple streamers, so it was gonna go public. And I'd rather cover something like that first than like Keemstar.
Also, Destiny got into a bit of drama with Maya after she said what Destiny did by live streaming the leaked document on Pokimane was and he's a piece of shit for doing that. Here's Destiny's response, and Maya and Miskiff.
What kind of 30-something-year-old covers statements via screenshots of text? Okay, man, every time I say something mean about Miz gets really mad. Miz is probably one of the most like drama farmers on Twitch. Like Miz's whole explosive growth on LSF was all being a drama frog. I don't understand this statement.
That's not everyone's growth right now, though. That's just how everyone fucking grows. Drama happens.
Other people's drama on LSF. It's a very, very, very.
You show your tits, you cheat on someone, yeah, and you do something, you throw a cat.
It's possible though that maybe she's mad at Mizkif for stuff like that too, I guess. Yeah, like Mizkif and friends were literally making fun of Novaru for doing porn when she was 18, like on stream, and like having a laugh about it while she's like crying about it. It's very interesting that Maya is so against this type of content, but I don't know. I don't really give a that much. I mean, the realistic explanation is it's easier to attack people that you aren't dating, so whatever. Why isn't Fed doing this? So Destiny's reading it all. Did he get permission from Fed? I hate the streaming world, dude. Like, we're all reality stars. They didn't.
What is it?
This is
And
for the
Destiny getting a
turkey.
lot of
Wait, what?
publicity right now.
Wait, what does he have a gun?
As I said, drama.
Sup, y'all? It's me. It's the Great Turkey. You happy?
And I expect the criticism, because it's with criticism that you grow and become better. And it's with actual feedback, not the ones that are evil and mixed with negative intentions. Real feedback that you get better. But seeing people like not wanting you to move or not wanting you to go past the hurdles, almost like they're living through you because they wouldn't see themselves going past the hurdles. It's really annoying, and there's a lot of them. Even after apologizing a bunch of times, oh no, not good enough of an apology. It's still wrong. I hope we get perma-banned. I hope we get that. Oh, I hope nobody gets perma-banned. And there's the people that I really dislike in the space, in the area, in the content creation space, and I wouldn't want them to get perma-banned. And I think that was kind of a good showcase of it. I think out of all the other instances, I think that was a good showcase of me not getting preferable treatment. If anything, I got the full juicer 7-day whole thing, and I got clapped. And people were saying they're using it as an example, but I don't like to see it like that. I never have this mindset. I think most of you guys know this. Ever since the first ban that we got like years ago. Because I said this in an interview today, but I actually believe in this. If even like, let's say I was being used as an example, and they put me out as an example of doing a bad thing, that's fine. That's fine. Because whenever we come back, I can also be an example of doing better. I can be...
Right. From a guide's perspective, she is 10,000% leading him on. But she says, she's like, well, I didn't really know if I liked him or not. Like, then what's all this about, dude? Like, are you teaching him sign language? Like, what's going on? Like, hello? I don't know.
Who do you remember the most?
We still streaming?
Yeah, we're streaming, yeah.
So they're all watching right now, right?
Yeah, the people might not be watching, but...
Well, there was this cute, I think, couple that seemed very stylish looking. Their hair and everything.
Who was that?
The one I said looked like Johnny Depp, and the other had these styled...
oh, Seer and Will Neff.
Yeah. Are they a couple?
Kind of.
In other news, we have Scara and Toast. Now, Scara established at Offline TV in 2017 alongside his then manager Chris Chan. While there has been plenty of changes to the house's residents since inception, the content creators have steadily built up the general platform to thrive across YouTube and Twitch. But all good things come to an end, and this isn't lost on Scara. Every year, the Offline TV founders wonder if it's going to be the last for the content house. While there has been no signs that would point out impending doom within the group,
Why does that
Scara
look
and
so
Toast are
fake
realistic
right
about
there?
the idea of living with your friends as time goes on. Scara put Offline TV's shelf life to 2 to 3 more
What kind of
years, but
table
both
is
content
this?
creators recognise the actual brand's existence will have very little consequence on their individual success, so it's not entirely needed even now. Here is Scara on Offline TV ending in the future.
But like, there will be at some point where OTV dies. It
Yeah.
has a shelf life. That's why, like,
Oh my god, how do I do it? Whoa. Oh my god. I can see how the motion sickness is. Oh wow. Woo! Look at
What do you think is going on here? I don't speak Japanese.
That was a good year. COVID, man. You gotta learn something. That's what they said. Pick up a hobby. I don't know if fluent is the word I'd use, but I'm definitely speaking level for sure.
Let me tell you this. The bathroom that Russell, Slick, and Erob used to share was the dirtiest bathroom I've ever seen in my life. Dirtiest bathroom I've ever seen in my life. It was that dirty. It was yellow. It was yellow. The bathroom, the bathtub was yellow. And there was dirt around the sides. It was dirty,
not dirt, that's
dirty
mold.
bathroom, bro, dirty. How are you talking shit about their rooms? Your room gets cleaned by your mum and it still looks shit.
If you guys enjoyed this video, feel free to drop a like, and if you want to keep up
Now, shut up.
It's a good gun. I wouldn't say it deletes them. I think I will stop streaming for now, and I'll come back later if my team decides to do the raid. And if they don't, they don't, and I might be back anyways. I just don't feel like making an avatar today because I've made one every day. But I might come back and do that. Only time will tell. To anyone still watching, thank you for tuning in. And take it easy.